My name is Jennex. I'm the Gerente de Comunicaciones for Guanajuato Silver, and I am relieved because I was watching the audience, and I said, you know what? When Chen stops talking, I was afraid you'd all just stop, stand up, head right out the exits, head right to the bullion store to buy some silver. If you're looking for silver, I'm here to help. I've got in my hand right now a 1 ounce silver coin. It's produced by Guanajuato Silver. It is, in my opinion, slightly biased, the most beautiful silver coin in circulation today. And it's not just good looking, it's also informative. It's got a map of Mexico on the back, highlighting the state where we operate, Guanajuato. So with this coin, you could never get lost in Mexico again. I'm going to give these 2 coins to the people who applaud the loudest at the end of my presentation. But wait, it gets better. Matt Bennett, you all know him. He's running this whole organization. He puts on a wonderful conference. He keeps changing seats. He's standing right. Stand up, Matt. Show them. He's got 2 coins as well. He's going to give 2 coins away as well. Same thing. People who applaud the loudest. I'm not doing this, by the way, to pad my own fragile ego. I'm doing this because I want the people who really want the silver, who really want the very thing that Chen Lin says you need. I want you to have these coins. And in fact, we're going to do a dry run just so you're ready, because the only person in this auditorium that actually deserves an applause today is Chen Lin. So let's give Chen Lin a applause. Guanajuato Silver is the fastest growing silver producer in Mexico, and that's a really good thing to be, because the case for silver has never been better, and that case was just laid out for you by Chen. Now, I knew that Chen was going to be talking about solar panels, so I'm going to humbly add my own research to the mix. And all of my research comes from 10,000 or 30,000 feet. This is the Tenga Solar Park in China, one of the biggest in the world. A lot of the growth that Chen was talking about will come out of China. This is the Gold Mud Solar Park in China. It's not all China, of course. Chen mentioned Brazil. This is the biggest solar park in Mexico, the Villanueva Solar Park. I hope what jumps out when you look at these slides is that all of these solar parks, which are already quite large, are all poised for massive build-outs. This is the Benbar Solar Park in Egypt. It is one of the top 5 biggest solar parks in the world today, but you could put 10 more parks right beside it. There's no limit to scalability. You just keep adding solar panels. You keep adding until you run out of desert. That's exactly what they plan to do here in Dubai, where they plan, of course, to build the biggest in the world. And as all of these solar parks get built and built out, it's going to put more pressure, upward pressure, in theory, on the silver price. And that's why I think everyone should have some direct exposure to silver. Some of you will have exposure at the end of this presentation. For everyone else, I want you to consider Guanajuato Silver. We call ourselves the fastest growing silver company in Mexico because all the growth that I'm going to describe for you right now has occurred within the last 2 years. So we purchased the El Cubo mine in April of 2021. This mine was on care and maintenance. We told everyone at the time we're going to have this back in operation by the end of the year. Well, within 6 months we were mining. So we've been very good at doing what we say we're going to do, and we've been very good at finding bargains in this space. In August of last year, we purchased 3 more mines. These were the former mining assets of Great Panther Mining, the Valenciana mine, the San Ignacio mine. These 2 mines were on care and maintenance only because they had run out of tailing space. We were mining at San Ignacio within 4 days. We were mining today at Valenciana. We just turned on the production facility there, the mill, in January of this year. The Topia mine was in production. It has not lost a single day of production as part of this handover. So we exceeded our projected run rate for last year, and we're looking to produce somewhere close to 5 million silver equivalent ounces for 2023. So these are silver equivalent ounces. In terms of value, it's about 55% silver, 35% gold, and 10% for lead and zinc. How's the production going? It's going very well. Quarter over quarter increases in terms of silver equivalent ounces produced, and you can expect this to continue through 2023. At the same time, we're driving operating costs down. We had achieved operating costs at the last reporting quarter of sub $14 per silver equivalent ounce produced. All of these projects are in the ramp-up phase. They're fixer-uppers. They're in the ramp-up phase, and as we move forward with the ramp-up on all of these projects, we're going to do everything we can to drive down operating costs, drive down all-in sustaining costs, try to create as wide a margin as possible. Most of our mines are located in and around the city of Guanajuato. In fact, we mine those hills in the background there. Big, beautiful colonial city. I know that most of you are from Toronto. A lot of you will vacation in Mexico. I suspect that most of you have never been beyond the beaches. So this year, I'm suggesting skip the beach, come to Guanajuato, and we'll throw in a site visit at the same time. It's actually oozing with all kinds of culture, amenities. It's a big driver for us in terms of attracting top talent to our project because people want to live in Guanajuato. That's Guanajuato, the shape you see in the center of the map. You see our mines surrounding the city. So this is what you get when you become a shareholder of Guanajuato Silver. We're a company that looks to revamp, revitalize, ultimately restart older mines in the Guanajuato mining cap and bring them back into optimal production. We're a company that looks to grow through acquisition. That's the strategy. That's the way we're pursuing things going forward. And we think there's a lot of opportunity here in the Guanajuato mining camp, a camp which to date has produced over 2 billion ounces of silver. A quick look at our mines. This is a summary page. Again, 4 mines, 3 production facilities. Production for 2023, or projected production for 2023, is roughly evenly split across all 3 mills. The El Cubo mill, that was our first mine. This is a high-grade epithermal vein system. It's an underground mine, very common throughout all of Guanajuato. If you come down, you can visit our mill. The mill was built in 2012, but again, when you skip the beach, you come to Guanajuato, you come for the site visit, you'd walk around our mill and you'd think it was built yesterday. It's clean, it's dry, it's organized. It reflects exactly how we operate. We like things to be tidy. VMC stands for Valenciana Mines Complex. And no matter what your criteria is, it is a world-class asset. This mine has been running for 450 years. At one time, Valenciana was producing 2/3 of all the silver being produced on the planet. We believe this is going to become the crown jewel within our portfolio. We mill at the Cata Mill. It's centrally located there at Valenciana, and we get additional mineralized material from the San Ignacio mine, which is about 10 kilometers away. So those are the mines in Guanajuato. And again, we're all in on Guanajuato. We think we're right time, right place. But as part of the transaction with Great Panther, we did pick up the Topia mine. This is in northwestern Durango state. It's a little different. It's a polymetallic mine, and because of that, it's got some lead and zinc, and because of that, it's very high grade. We get kilo material there at Topia. We are going to put some CapEx into the Topia mill, the mill that you see there. We're going to modernize it. We're going to expand production significantly, and we see a lot of opportunity with Topia going forward. And that's really the goal for 2023. Ramp up across all of our assets, all leading to somewhere just shy of 5 million silver equivalent ounces for 2023. This is a quick look at our share chart. A couple things I can say. We track the silver price very well. We're a good trader in terms of volume. We trade at least 500,000 shares every single day. And good news, whenever we make an acquisition, it has been accretive to the share price. And one thing I'll say that's special about our company, we don't have any expats. We don't have any expats down there messing things up. Everybody is a Mexican national. And the reason we're able to do that is because our operating team could be dropped into any similar project anywhere in the world and they would be successful. So it starts with Ramon Davila, and he's the only one I'm going to highlight here. Ramon was the architect for the growth of First Majestic Silver. So he was the COO and a founder. There you go. The applause is after, but if you want the coin. But I can see you're ready. Everyone loves Ramon. He did a great job. When he started at First Majestic, they had no mines, no production. When he was done after 10 years, they had 5 producing silver mines, 4,000 employees. They were producing 12 million silver equivalent ounces a year. That is his vision for Guanajuato Silver going forward. He actually, after First Majestic, he spent 4 years as the economic minister for the state of Durango, the state where our Topia mine is located. And Ramon views all of our assets as platforms for greater expansion within the Guanajuato mining camp and Mexico as a whole. Again, we are a company that grows through acquisition. On that note, I've got somehow a minute left. I will show you my next 2 slides, which is the disclaimer and the contact page. With those 2 slides, I have now set the record for most slides for a 10-minute presentation. I've got one question for this audience, one question only. Is there anyone here, anyone at all, that appreciated hearing the story of Guanajuato silver?